Weather modification has been authorized under federal law for many decades. One reason why there is no reporting is that they're not required to report. They're exempted from reporting. That's why there's no request for permits from the Florida Department of Environmental Protection. And with all due respect, I must respectfully disagree with the speaker on cloud seeding. This has nothing to do with cloud seeding. It has nothing to do with creating rain. But I'll just give a personal anecdote in that I recently moved to St. Augustine. I've been going there for 40 years to beautiful Crescent Beach. Right after my good friend Nancy McGowan in Jacksonville, who alerted me to this issue, I was walking on the beach and I saw with my own eyes the spraying of these chemicals in the sky. There must have been 15 aerosol trails in the sky, including trails making an X. I was shocked. I've lived in Florida my entire life. I know what the Florida sky looks like. I know what clouds look like. These weren't clouds. These weren't jet contrails. These were what is known as stratospheric aerosol injectables. That's exactly what they're called. That is the term. I'd be happy to provide the committee with a cite to the report by the Office of Science and Technology Policy, the Federal Ombudsman Policy Report, that discusses the ramifications of this report. And at page 43, paragraph 2, it notes, funding has been provided. And it's my understanding that in the federal budget in the current fiscal year, there's $6.5 billion of funding for this activity. There is no question that this activity is occurring. I agree with the prior speaker, and I appreciate her comments. In a sense, it is clandestine. And I am so grateful to Senator Garcia and Representative Kevin Steele, who I met with this morning extensively, who also talked about the difference between what we're addressing here and cloud seeding. This is not about cloud seeding. It is not about helping farmers. This is about prohibiting the injection of aerosols into the atmosphere for the purpose, as the prior speaker correctly noted, reflecting sunlight back into space. It is essentially an attempt to reduce what some consider to be global warming, man-made global warming. It injects serious chemicals, including silver iodide, silver dioxide, aluminum barium, strontium, cadmium, polymers, microplastics, and black coal. These are released as nanoparticles that are easily inhaled. I acknowledge we don't understand the full health ramifications of this activity, although I would submit respectfully, it cannot be good. But I would also acknowledge that this is an attempt to alter the environment. There's no question about it. I sent several pictures to Senator Garcia's aide. I've sent photographs images to Representative Steele. Representative Steele showed me extensive images that he's observed from his farmland, his acreage in Pasco County. There is no question these are not jet aircraft flying commercial flights. These are airplanes flying and injecting aerosols into the sky in an attempt to, as Mr. Gates referred to it, Bill Gates, as I recall, dim the sun. It's an attempt at sun dimming. I would urge the Senate committee. I respectfully appreciate the chairman for hearing the bill. And I worked in the Senate a long time ago. I appreciate that. And I would urge the committee to approve the bill. I would recommend, I hope Senator Garcia will consider increasing the criminal penalty to a felony. If a pilot knows it's a felony before he goes into the sky or she and disperses these chemicals, that pilot will think twice. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.